There are over 1,000 of you beautiful people here. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so excited that we're growing. And so today I thought I'd make a video, one to just thank you, but then also to really talk about what this journey has been like in case maybe either you're wondering about what it's like to grow on YouTube, you're trying to grow a YouTube channel yourself, or you're just interested. Stick around because it's going to be a fun one. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Christy. I make content that's centered around reflecting on the things that I have learned and am continuing to learn about how to live my dream life in every area. One of those dreams is to grow on YouTube. I find it so helpful to see these types of videos from real people who are growing just like me. So we're going to talk about three big things in this video. First, we're going to hit on the analytics. I know that is probably something that you guys love because it's something that I love too. I love to see people's numbers, where they currently are, all of that good juicy stuff. So we're going to cover that. Then we're going to talk about what are some things that have been surprising in this journey. And then finally, we're going to talk about what are some next steps moving forward. It's my hope that this video will provide some inspiration or just some insight for you if you are needing it. So let's get into that. First off, my analytics. So I uploaded my first video on March 20th of 2022. And it took me up until March 17th of this year, 2023, to get my first 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, it has been a slow journey. It's been a fun one. It's been a slow journey. So I uploaded that first video and I had no subscribers. It was me, my husband. So yeah, I had 2 subscribers. I had myself and I had my husband. I didn't tell anybody until like December 31st of 2022. So the growth that I made from March 20th to December 31st was all people just kind of finding me and finding my videos. So I've uploaded 64 long form videos and a ton of shorts. At this point, I am not yet monetized. And if you don't know what those requirements are, to be monetized on YouTube, you need 2 things. You need 1,000 subscribers and you either need 4,000 watch hours or 10 million views on shorts. So you could go either direction. If you are more of a shorts creator, then just those 10 million views. Or if you're more of a long form content creator, you need those 4,000 watch hours. I don't fully have those 4,000 watch hours yet, but if you want to go back and watch some videos, play them in the background while you're cleaning the kitchen or whatever it is that you're doing, support your girl. No, but seriously, haven't made the monetization just yet, but feel fully confident that that's going to happen. I've had some videos that did really well for me. So my weight loss series, videos that are about that are about food, those have done really well. And then I've had some videos where I'm just like, what happened? But that's where we are in my current analytics. So let's talk about some things now that have been surprising in the journey. First off is you don't really figure out how to do it until you actually start. I had spent so much time trying to learn before actually starting my channel. So I decided kind of at the end of January 2022 that I wanted to start a channel, and I didn't upload that first video until March 20th, like I mentioned. And so all of that time, I spent a lot of time trying to just learn from other creators, learn what they were doing, get advice, soak it all in. But all of that time didn't actually prepare me for what it would be like, and all of that learning didn't prepare me for exactly what it would be like until I actually uploaded myself. I thought that I could have it all figured out before uploading, and that was going to help me in the journey, and it really didn't. I have just had to grow, and I've had to be okay with learning that process. So something that I really like that is one of Think Media, who is this big YouTube channel, that they always say is just press record, or is it just press play? Whichever it is, you really do have to just start your video and go along with the journey, and you will learn along the way. Another thing that's been surprising to me is realizing that you're going to grow in your own timeline. No 2 people on YouTube are the same, and everybody's journey is a little bit different. And so when we're trying to compare ourselves to what other people are doing, unless you are walking in their exact same shoes, trying to compare your journey to someone else's journey is not going to be helpful. You can build up this like database of what you know about different YouTubers. Oh, this one, they grew really well. They hit their 1,000 subscribers in 3 months. Or this person, they hit their 1,000 subscribers in 2 years. Or this person, they hit their 1,000 subscribers in 30 days. You can build up this whole base, but to try to just make a comparison with no context whatsoever, and even with that context, use that as a way to put yourself down when you don't measure up to those standards or measure up to what that other person has done, then it's not super helpful. You will grow in your own time. You might grow faster than some people, you might grow slower than others, and that is totally okay because it is about your own journey and your own process. And then I think something else that has been surprising or neat for me to find out is that it is okay to try different things. The advice when I started a year ago was to have a specific niche, and that is the way to grow. If you do not have a specific niche, then you're not going to grow. The problem with that for me was that my niche, I wanted to cover a few different things. A lot of creators have now started to come out and say that it's okay to not be super niched as far as I can only talk about this one thing, niching by audience and niching by the people that you are talking to, as opposed to trying to niche by one specific concept or one specific idea. And I found that so helpful. I knew that if I was limited to talking about one specific thing, that just was not going to work for me, that I was going to get really bored with that and I wouldn't want to do it. And I wanted to continue to have this passion for it. And so to hear that was super freeing for me because I know exactly who it is that I'm targeting, and I can create things that are within these different types of buckets that go along with what this audience will be interested in. Now, it is a little bit slower of a way to grow because you are talking about a few different topics. I am talking about a few different topics. My pillars are within intentional living, living a healthy lifestyle, and then personal development. And so that covers a wide range of topics, but it would all be toward people who are interested in those types of things as well. And it takes a little bit longer to get that audience. I'm still working to figure out what that looks like, but I'm okay with that because I know that I am targeting the type of people that I want to be able to help and hopefully grow a community that is engaged and that feels like, oh, okay, I have some support because we're going through similar types of things. And then I'll say the last thing that I think that I found was very surprising was the fact that it is so time consuming. Like, it takes a lot of planning, a lot of commitment, a lot of dedication, a lot of resilience. It takes a lot to be able to do this. I do have a full-time career that has absolutely nothing to do with social media whatsoever, where I am responsible to people and I have things that I need to do and that I need to get accomplished. I am very active in my church. My husband is a pastor, and so of course that means I wear a lot of different hats, and I'm very active within my church community, my family at home. Even though it's just the two of us, that requires relationships, require work, and require time and effort. I also have other goals that I am working toward. My fitness goals that are very important to me, my relationship with God that's very important to me. And so trying to make YouTube fit within all of that is really time consuming. I've seen a lot of people ask questions, whether that be on my channel or on other people's channel, of how do you make time to do this? I want to do this side project, but I have this going on, this going on, this going on. And really the truth of the matter is, if you want to do it, you just have to make time to do it. Whether that is getting up a little bit earlier or staying up a little bit later, you have to make some sacrifices on your time, but you also have to make sure that you're taking care of your well-being, make sure that you're taking care of your physical and your mental health as well. And it is a bit of a balancing act, and it's not always an easy balancing act. In fact, there are many days where I feel like I am floating, like just bobbing just above water, where I feel like I am trying so hard to get it together and I don't have time to do the things that I need to do. And then I have to step back and I have to reassess. But I know that this is something that's important to me. So if it's important to me, I have to get it done. I would encourage you that same thing, that if it is something that it's important to you and you're trying to figure out the time to be able to get it done, you will figure out time to be able to get it done. If it's not a high priority for you right now, then you won't figure out the time to get it done. And I think that's just kind of how it is with anything in life. It's not going to be easy, but it's possible. You figure out how to do it. So what are some next steps? One, I am working to grow. Something that I'm working for this year and that I put on my vision board is to hit 100,000 subscribers. And that sounds super scary and probably sounds quite a bit far-fetched given that I've hit 1,000 subscribers in a year. But I believe it's so important to believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, nobody else is going to do it for you. And even if other people believe in you, it won't really matter because you don't believe in yourself. I'm a Christian, I'm a woman of faith, and I really believe that God will put these dreams in our hearts of things that we can do. And we have to put in the work, we have to put in the effort, but then there's only so much that we can do within our own means, and then He'll take over the rest. So yeah, I'm okay with being a little bit crazy, a little bit far-fetched, a little bit delusional, but really it's just having faith in God and believing in yourself. Without believing in yourself and setting those goals so far high above what you can do on your own, then you don't ever think outside of the box. You don't ever do things in new or creative ways in order to be able to get to that goal. I'm not worried about it being something where I feel like, oh, I feel discouraged because I set this big goal that I didn't accomplish. No, I set a big goal and I'm working toward it. And if I hit it, then man, God did that. He took over it. And if I didn't hit it, then I will continue to set that goal until I hit it. But I have such belief in myself. And with that, another next step is to show grace to myself. I have a tendency to really beat myself up about it when sometimes there's just not enough time to get everything done, or things take a little bit longer than I anticipated. And so when that happens, just allow myself to say, you know what? You've done the best that you can. Show yourself grace and move forward. Don't beat yourself up for showing yourself grace. Don't beat yourself up for giving yourself the time or the space that you need. Just pick yourself up and move on and keep going. And that's how we get better at a thing. If we get stuck in being lost in the traction that we've gained and don't just get right back up, that is where we start to fall more and more and more behind. But if we give ourselves grace and then just keep pushing forward, then things are going to be okay. Sometimes we need to take that break. Sometimes you need to sleep in. Sometimes you need to miss that workout. Sometimes you need to miss that upload. If that's what needs to happen every now and again, then you need to give yourself the grace to say, this is what I need to do, and I'm gonna come back stronger tomorrow, or I'm gonna come back stronger in a couple of days and do what I need to do. Alrighty, so that is it for me. If you are one of the 1,000+ people who have joined, thank you so much. Mwah. I'm giving you so many kisses. I really am so appreciative of you. I'm so appreciative of this community. If you have any questions at all, please drop them down below. If there are enough that are similar, I'll just make another video on it and we can chat it all together. Again, I think it is so helpful to be able to see where people are in the process and feel like you're not alone. Because starting a YouTube channel can feel very overwhelming and can feel very lonely. While it's a very, very fun process and it's very exciting, there are many times where it can feel like, okay, what am I doing? Is this normal? Is this natural? And so I am hoping that this video will be helpful to you if you are in that boat. Anyway, I love you and I'll see you in my next, and I haven't said this in a long time, but you are just on time to live the life of your dreams. Mwah. Bye.